What's going on, everybody? This is Lincoln Kenobi, and today we got another article that we're going to be talking about that came out yesterday. And it's titled, Lord of the Rings of Power showrunner Patrick McKay admits they choose Second Age so they could improve within the loose framework. More like maybe fuck it up. So let's dive into this article. Lord of the Rings of Power showrunner Patrick McKay recently admitted at the end that he and Prime Video chose the Second Age era as a setting so they could improve with a loose framework. About the upcoming second season and specifically how the Rings of Power affected the dwarves, McKay said they are tantalizing hints in the source text that the dwarves' rings didn't really control the dwarves the way Sauron might have liked. But it did stoke their greed. That sent us down this rabbit hole of what about Peter Mullen going mad as a villain in Khazad Dûm in Season 2. Next, he declared the whole idea of doing a show in the Second Age was that it's not fixed target, that an enormous amount of room for creation and improve within a loose framework. Return to the dwarves, he added. The dwarven rings are a great example where it's like, what exactly did they do? How might they play on a father-son relationship? Actress Sophia Noam-Vette also shared how her character Dissa will react to the ring. Its ambition meets fear, meets love, meets pain and worry. She's trying to figure out which of those emotions are useful or need to be listened to. So she's quite up and down in her views. 1 minute she's like, yes, we need the rings. Then she's like, oh no, but the ring. She's really working on it out in real time. But her mission is, by any means necessary, your bottom needs to be on that chair, she elaborated. Tolkien made it very clear how the rings affected the dwarves in the Silmarillion, and all those rings that he governed, he perverted the more easily since he had a part in their making. And they were accursed, and they betrayed in the end all those that used them. The dwarves indeed proved, though, and hard to tame. They ill endure the domination of others, and the thoughts of their hearts are hard to fathom. Nor can they be turned to shadows. They use their rings only for the getting of wealth, but wrath and overmastering greed of gold were kindled in their hearts, of which evil enough thereafter came to the prophet of Sauron. It is said that the foundation of each of the 7 hordes of the dwarf kings of old was a golden ring, but all those hordes long ago were plundered, and the dragons devoured them. And the 7 rings, some were consumed in fire, and some Sauron recovered. Tolkien added. This is reiterated in Appendix A of The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Tolkien wrote. The only power over them that the rings wielded was to inflame their hearts with the greed of gold and precious things, so that if they lacked them, all other good things seemed profitless, and they were filled with wrath and desire to vengeance on all who deprived them. He added, but they were made from their beginning of a kind to resist most steadfastly and any domination, though they could be slain or broken. They could not be reduced to shadows, enslaved to another will. And for the same reason, their lives were not affected by any ring, to live either longer or shorter because of it. All the more did Sauron hate the possessors and desire to dispose of them. Not only Tolkien made it clear how the rings affected the dwarves, he also made it clear that the dwarves did not receive the rings until after Sauron laid waste to Eregion and claimed the rings from Celebrimbor and the elves. Tolkien wrote in the Silmarillion, from the time the war never ceased between Sauron and the elves, and Eregion was laid waste, the Celebrimbor slain, and the doors of Moria were shut, In that time, the stronghold and refuge of Imladris, that men called Rivendell, was founded by Elrond, half elven, and long it endured. But Sauron gathered into his hands and all the remaining rings of power. He dealt them out to the other peoples of Middle Earth, hoping thus to bring under his sway all those that desired secret power beyond the measures of their kind. 7 rings he gave to the dwarves, but to men he gave 9. For men proved in this matter, as in others, the readiest to his will. Furthermore, Tolkien also made it clear that the dwarves of Moria fought against Sauron in the War of the Last Alliance of the Elves and Men. Tolkien wrote, "Of the dwarves few fought upon either side, but the kindred of Durin of Moria fought against Sauron." In Unfinished Tales, The Lost Lore of Middle-earth, Tolkien also detailed how Durin attacked Sauron with an army of dwarves from Khazad-dûm after he attacked Eregion. Elrond had gathered such a few of the elves, and Eregion had escaped, but he had to force to withstand the onset. He would indeed have been overwhelmed had not Sauron's host been attacked in the rear. For Durin sent out a force of dwarves from Khazad-dûm, and with them came elves of Lorien, led by Amroth. Elrond was about to extricate himself, but he was forced away northwards, and it was at that time that he established a refuge and stronghold at Imladris, Tolkien wrote. In fact, Tolkien noted that the dwarves closed the gates of Moria and ensured that Sauron could not enter. Sauron withdrew the pursuit of Elrond and turned upon the dwarves and the elves of Lorinad, whom he drove back. But the gates of Moria were shut, and he could not enter. Even afterwards, Moria had Sauron's hate, and all orcs were commanded to carry dwarves whenever they might. However, in Appendix A, he does write, it was believed that by the dwarves of Durin's folk to be the first of the 7 that was forged, and they say it was given to the king of Khazad-dûm. Durin 3. By the elven smiths themselves, and not by Sauron, though doubtless his evil power was on it, since he aided in the forging of all 7, but the possessors of the ring did not display or speak of it, and they seldom surrendered it until near death, so that others did not know for certain where it is bestowed, Tolkien added. Given Tolkien's writings in the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales, it's unlikely that the ring was possessed by Durin III before Sauron's attack, especially given the fact that Celebrimbor gave up all the 7 of the rings to Sauron after he was tortured. In Unfinished Tales, Tolkien wrote, then Celebrimbor was put to torment, and Sauron learned from him where the 7 were bestowed. This Celebrimbor revealed because neither the 7 nor the 9 did he value as he valued the 3. The 7 and the 9 were made with Sauron's aid, whereas the 3 were made by Celebrimbor alone, with a different power and purpose. Tolkien's son Christopher also addressed that the text in the Appendix A, it is not actually said here that Sauron at this time took possession of the 7 rings, though the implication seems clear that he did so in Appendix A to the Lord of the Rings. It is said that there was a belief among the dwarves of Durin's folk that the ring of Durin III, king of Khazad-dûm, was given to him by the elven smiths themselves, and nothing is said in the present text about the way in which the 7 rings came into possession of the dwarves. What do you make of McKay and Nomvet's comments of confirming they are playing fast and loose with Tolkien's Legendarium? Well, I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned about this because I mean, the first season to me, it felt so boring, dude. After the 4th episode, I couldn't watch anymore, man. So I don't know. I gotta get a reminder when it comes out, so I can try to watch the rest of the episodes. Try to watch it and then just see it and then after that get ready to see this and see what I think of this. But it's like I said, dude. I don't know if this show's gonna make it. I don't think it's gonna make it well. So we'll see. So let me know what you guys think of this article. If you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this article. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, you guys. If you guys have a good day. Bye.